So, what are you going to do today, Napoleon?
Whatever I feel like I want to do. Gosh! Napoleon mac and cheese, next. When your weekend's all spent up and you got Monday coming down the pike, sometimes all you need is a little comfort to get you through to Monday. Mac and Cheese Movies. We believe in comfort food and comfort movies. Hello, welcome to Mac and Cheese Movies. I'm Scotty Coppage, and he's living at 82, Ben Remmert.
Hey, I mean...
Were you even born in 82?
No, dog.
And he was hunting wolverines this summer, Joel Estes.
What else would you do in a situation like that?
And he's got $800 for his Rex Kwon Do classes, James Rumfeld.
Yeah, a little black belt in Rex Kwon Do.
Today we're talking about Napoleon Dynamite. To pair with our film, we have...
The Idaho Corndog, man.
Which sounds like a sex act.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, it's right up.
It's on your screen now.
Right, yeah, it looks like... It sounds like a Cleveland Steamer or whatever, you know, or Dirty Sanchez, whatever.
Not as
Don't take me for a good time, bro.
Is there going to be Idaho Corndogs?
This was an idea I had a long time ago because one day, like, me and Scotty were texting back and forth about movies we're gonna do, and it just popped up in my head about Napoleon Dynamite and the food, and we had just had a Korean corn dog. Me and my wife did when we went to Dallas. And I got to thinking, you know, all the food in Napoleon Dynamite is kind of shit. You know, there's like tuna casserole and basic
tater tots.
I mean, there's tots and all kinds of stuff. So I was like, how am I going to combine these things and make them appealing? And there's plenty of corn dogs in the movie. And then there's, of course, the tater tot scene and stuff. And so I just thought, we'll do the Korean corn dog. We can do tots. We can do corn dog. We can make something appetizing. Throw it all together. We did a all beef hot dog in memory of the cow that Lyle shot and by the school bus, and it came together, man. And it was a lot of fun to do, and they're pretty damn good too.
We got cornflake,
yes.
Crumbs in it. We got MSG coming to a state fair near you.
It was really good. It was a whole meal.
Just a standard Sam's Club beef hot dog.
Yeah.
With
what it was.
My favorite part were the stolen chopsticks.
Yeah.
From the sample
to hold
cart.
them all together. Finding, you know, corn dog sticks is not easy. You have to like order them specially, and I was like, well, fucking chopsticks will work. And I was walking through Sam's Clubs. I went to go get some hot dogs too, and I was like, what can I get? And, the sushi center. So I went over there. Grabbed a handful of chopsticks.
That's what's up.
And there you go.
Bro, Sam's has sushi over there?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, they got ready-made sushi ready to go.
It's probably good. Sam's Club food is good, dude. They have great desserts.
Yeah.
It's like redneck Costco.
That's
I love
great.
it.
But like Korean corn dogs are a little different. They don't have like the cornmeal batter that everybody else that you use for normal corn dogs. So this is like a yeast and flour dough, and you basically wrap the dog in it, and then I had the tater tots. I coated it in it, and then I rolled it through the cornflake crumbs and pressed it all together and fried it and dusted it with the Korean corn dogs are normally dusted in sugar. I was like, we can do better. So I did a 10-to-1 combination of brown sugar and MSG, and to like give it like that umami bite and some sweetness and something a little different. And that's what
definitely
it was.
like top 3.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah,
I would have it again.
Yes.
So we're going to do first taste. First time you saw Napoleon Dynamite, your relationship to it was Mac and Cheese movie.
I'll go first. I hated it the first time I watched it. I really did.
You hear that a lot, man.
It was I was broke as hell whenever I first saw it. It came out in the early aughts, and I had just moved into my first home that I bought. We were poor, and I very limited entertainment options, and I had heard a lot about this movie, and I scraped together a few bucks and went to the movie gallery in town and went and rented it, and I watched it, and I was like, there's no plot to this fucking thing. I kept waiting on a storyline to develop. It never did, and then all of a sudden, scene. And at first I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is this all about?
Yeah, right.
And then once again, I'm poor, so I have very few limited entertainment options.
You've spent money
I watched it again 2 days later and laughed my ass off. And it was, I finally got it. It finally sunk in, and I've loved it ever since.
I think I have a similar story to that. I was at my buddy Jason's house, and same deal. We got about halfway through, and I'm like, what the fuck is this movie,
what's
man?
going
Like,
on?
and then just trying to have like an open mind and just ride it out or whatever. The second half of it ended up being like pretty freaking funny, man. And so I get it where it's like, not understanding it, but once you're like, oh, I understand what they're trying to go for, then it actually becomes pretty funny. But anyway, yeah. Didn't see it in the theater.
So I'm in Korea. I'm 22, 23. This would have been like 04 time frame, right?
04,
Yeah, 04. So I'm in Korea. There's two experiences in Korea. Sorry, this is a little bit of a first taste, but there's two experiences in Korea. You're either there having the time of your life, or you're there and you're married. I was the married guy.
I was having the time of my life.
Yeah, there were 4 of us total that were in that, just trying not to burn our lives down in Korea. So every night after work, me and these 3 other dudes would go up to Murphy's room. Mike Murphy, this guy that would let us hang out in his dorm room. We had TVs set up in the room. There were like 4 TVs set up in there.
You could smell that room.
Yeah. Everybody was playing video games. No, these guys were all like married and had good
like corn
hygiene.
dogs.
And it really wasn't that bad. But anyway, one TV was dedicated to movies. And there was just one running all the time. And it was usually just like a fan favorite, right? Like Hellboy or something's on there because we're nerds. We see the trailer for Napoleon Dynamite, and we're just like, oh my God, that movie looks so stupid. I can't wait to watch it. Once Napoleon Dynamite came out, I don't think it was never not on when I was up there from that point forward. And I think Napoleon Dynamite is this movie where, like, it is hard to sit and watch it by yourself, but if you watch it with your friends, it's funny as shit.
Yeah.
So the first time I saw it, I thought it was hilarious. Anyway.
Legend has it, they still play World of Warcraft today.
They still play it. It's a whole world, Ben. We weren't playing that then.
The summer this movie came out, there were clips on the internet. My friend Chad saw it in Dallas. It just looked like so weird, but like Chad was saying, it was great. And like then Chad and I were working on a Senate campaign in Alaska later that year. We we're hunting wolverines, and before our flights back,
Wait, were you really hunting wolverines?
No.
I was like, holy shit, that's cool.
No.
All right, my bad.
We saw Napoleon Dynamite before our flights, and it'd been like a rough time being in Alaska, and we see this matinee of this movie and just like laughed our ass off for like 90 minutes there. And like that first shot of Napoleon where he's like Chad's like, this is our hero. Like, dude, it just, you're in it the whole way. This movie is unflinching. It isn't wink. It is all the way through. And you're just kind of like, what the hell is this? But you're really captivated by it.
Yeah.
Then this thing hits like DVD around Christmas. I had like a DVD burner at the time, so I was burning this DVD for friends. Everyone was like watching it. Plus they had like the merchandise. And plus this isn't like a film that had this huge Pepsi budget or something like.
Right.
I mean, so there was all this merchandise. There was all this word of mouth, and it like is really hard to come by now. I mean, especially like in 03. This is like before Twitter. This is like really before YouTube. This is before any of that stuff. So the fact that this movie had the legs that it did just shows like what a phenomenon it was.
I agree. It was. You almost. When you like. I mean, you guys all know this. It's like
its budget was $400,000.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
it grossed $44 million.
That's insane. Like, but you know how like, you find a band that you like and they're pretty indie, and then you tell one of your friends about them, and they're like, "Oh shit, I like this band. Like, we're gonna go see Royal Otis this weekend." Ben was on them like way early, and how good that feels when you recommend something like that to someone and they actually like it. Napoleon Dynamite, it was like if you talk to somebody at a party or something and that movie got brought up and somebody was like, that movie's hilarious. Yeah. There was this immediate like, oh, you get like weird, funny shit. It was this cool club to be in.
Oh, that and it grew pop culture legs almost immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, with the whole Vote for Pedro and all that stuff. And it grew legs like immediately. I think I was one of the only people in the nation who didn't own one of those shirts. I never owned one.
I didn't
own one.
But, I thought for sure. I was so sure I owned one.
Everywhere.
I was scouring my closet last night for it. Like, where's my Vote for Pedro shirt? But I don't have one.
I was gonna bring my bow staff.
Oh my God, I was gonna bring my nunchucks, but they wouldn't fit in my locker.
I think one of the things that stuck out too for me that we didn't it's been several years since we did a rewatch for the pod, but I'm like, are we in the 90s? Are we in the 80s? No, we're in 2004. And I looked it up because I was like, well, what's the deal here? And it said present day, 2004. Back
that's the funny thing.
The town got left behind,
right?
and they're just stuck with pop
Yeah.
culture
They
that they
all do.
had.
That is quintessential small town living right there.
That's right. If you're not from a place like that, what was the population of the town you grew up in?
1,000.
They were
On a good
400.
day.
400
Yeah.
people where I live.
Yeah.
So for me, like individually, when I watched that movie, it was like, holy shit, this is about where I'm from. I knew a kid like Napoleon Dynamite. Like that's what, but I think that's what
There's
makes that movie
always
funny.
one.
There's always
There's
a kid
always
like that.
one.
Just the opening scene. I remember sitting there watching that. He opens his trapper keeper. I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? And he just
Throws it
throws
out the
that
window.
action
with the string. And the kid is like, the kid next to him is like,
and he's just like looking at the kid like he's the oldest kid on the bus, which makes him the coolest. There's this weird thing.
Drew a
What was-
liger.
Yeah, what was so funny about that to me is like he planned that the night before. Like, he's like, tomorrow morning, out the window, rebel shit. I don't know.
You gotta keep yourself entertained, man.
Yeah.
She's not looking. She's not looking.
Yeah, just the way he looks back and forth before he does it is so funny.
That's great. It's absolutely quintessential small town living because it's all of the towns that all the small towns they're always a decade behind.
Yeah.
Always. Like generationally you would consider me a Zennial because I'm like right in between the millennials and Gen X.
Same.
I don't identify with millennials whatsoever because I grew up in a small town.
Same.
So I mean everything that I was experiencing and growing up with and stuff that it was all still Gen X because my town did not progress. Period. So it was
Aardvark video, bro.
Legend
Yeah,
has
exactly.
it still has it.
no, it absolutely still has not.
We just went back home to see my folks. It's the same shit.
They got that bridge repaired.
Yeah.
Old boy finally mowed his lawn.
Right. Get us back on track.
did they, there's talk in here about this being kind of like a Wes Anderson kind of looking
Yeah.
film. I don't really see that in it, but I understand what they're saying when they say that.
I actually said that exact comment when we were watching it. I think to the level of detail Wes Anderson has, no, but the aesthetic, specifically when the van's out and you have the Idaho mountains and Uncle Rico's throwing the
I was going to
football,
say the shots
it's
are very Wes
The shots
Anderson.
are very, and they do a lot of, they zoom in real quick and come back. That happens a lot. Quentin Tarantino does that a lot.
When he does the steak.
Yeah.
I could see that. I think with the, if you're going all the way full Wes Anderson, like the dialogue is very important. It's very specific and it's very paced. And this movie doesn't have that. But shot wise, I would say I could see that. Yeah.
What about like the way that the food's done for the credits, like so specific, and they spent so much time doing that, and it's like all bad food, but
Yeah, and it's another thing that brings it together is Wes Anderson always has a patina to his movies, to where it's like it feels older than the time it's set in,
right?
And this, by nature, has that as well, and
exactly.
it does, and it has that almost campy feel to it as well, and it's. Yeah, I can totally see that comparison.
Scotty, I'm sorry. I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's making me laugh. Your Napoleon Dynamite face was really fucking good.
It was really good.
When
Do it one more time. I was just like
in
standing
the
there.
opening shot was like,
Just sitting here like,
He's like squinting.
yeah. Were you practicing that? That's really good.
He did that in the mirror a few times before he started.
Everyone, you remember that too, for like how many years after Napoleon Dynamite, everyone would do that. Like everyone had an impression of that character.
Yeah. Gosh.
Give me some of your tots. You couldn't even say tater tots.
Dude, dead ass putting them in a pocket. Like,
the fucking bully in this movie, or not even the one who like kicks the tots, but like the guy in the white polo shirt.
Yeah, I know you're talking. Like,
he has that like
Dude,
that kind of dick
dumbass
move, like
face.
his face. He's like,
well, and he like dating like the popular girl.
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
That's always that's always a couple in a small town. I mean, I won't say
is.
their names, but
it's
I
in
can
every
remember
school.
Yeah.
It's that's what the funny thing was is you had those were the rich kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that exists in every small
y'all.
town. It's kind of like they're their own little clique, and they don't get along with anybody else.
Just
Their
'cause they have
polo
money.
shirts and their
always
puka necklaces and
they're
Her name's-
almost like they're betrothed
Yeah.
in a way.
Her
you
name's
know?
always Summer. Always.
yeah.
It's like, and like when she's making the speech and talking about like, oh, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get these
two
like,
pop
like,
machines.
these kids in the crowd are like, what is this? And then like,
And
Pedro goes out there, and then when Napoleon does the dance, like you don't know how the dance is gonna be received when you see that movie, and then how it's this huge success, and how Pedro wins, and when they go into the dance and like Pedro's cousins are giving them the ride.
Pedro's like so defeated after his speech because he didn't know he had to have a talent, and then Napoleon comes in and saves the day. Yeah, but the cousins part, dude, like
the cousins was so funny. He
offers you his protection. Or
yeah,
whatever. And then, like they know shit, roll up on the bike getting stolen.
It's so like stereotypical, but like at the time I'm married to a Hispanic girl. Like I remember like watching that together and her just like cracking up so hard when the bully's messing with the kid out by the bike rack and they just pull up and they're shaking their head at him. Shit was hilarious.
And that's it. And it's not like violent or threatening.
No,
it's just like
it's just like don't do it, bro. Yeah,
we're watching.
Hilarious, dude. And when they cut to when Napoleon calls Pedro's house, I guess that's his sister that answers the phone. Is she sitting there drinking a beer like in the middle of the day? I think she is. I don't know.
I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah. I don't know. That whole element of it was really funny to me.
The best part about the cousins is whenever he pulls up and he's gonna go pick the girl up for prom, and the dad's like, "What's that in my driveway?"
Yeah.
And it's got like
That's my ride.
So funny.
and then
dude.
like she's in the front and he's in the back with the cousin. Like
I think it is a thing of like a little bit of coming from a small town, depending on when you grew up or whatever. But because there's that scene, and it always kind of bothered me because it's like subtle racist, but like with the principles, like you do understand English, and like none of the kids give a shit that Pedro is different from them at all. You know what I mean? I remember in our town, every once in a while, there would be like somebody that was a transplant from somewhere, you know, and they had a really hard time usually because they weren't like everybody else that were, you know, 100
or didn't know how to assimilate yet.
The military
or, you
kids?
know.
Yeah.
But it's there's the slight racist thing, and
Right.
even whenever Summer was giving her speech, you know, she was like, "Do you want to eat chimichangas all day
Right,
long?"
right.
You know, and and that's small town living, man.
Yep.
That's you know,
Tony. That's
never
all I
been
think of,
out and
Tony.
don't.
But
know
it's
any
like
different.
it's so like he just doesn't mean anything
No.
by it. It's just product of the time, I guess,
Yep,
man.
yep.
I don't know, but every now and then some crazy shit come out of that dude's mouth, and you're like, Tony, I don't think people talk like that anymore. But
Check. Yeah.
when they talk about small towns and stuff, when they shot this movie, the actress who plays LaFonda, you know, they
dude.
brought her out.
So
She
good.
said like people in this town had never seen a black person before, so it was like I was royalty,
Dude.
and they had no idea how to even take it when I came in.
I never saw a Filipino person until I went to the military.
Dude, there were
Dead
so
ass,
many people
man.
in basic training that, I mean, in our flight, there were probably 10 guys that had never been around. And it's like suddenly you're like, strip, everyone run through the shower or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like, it's this immediate culture shock. And there were kids where,
You
know.
size up your buddies real quick.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Naked.
Everybody's naked.
All the stereotypes are true, by the way.
No, they are. Move on. They are.
We're talking about the ingredients. We're talking about John Heater. Is that the actor?
John, yeah.
Um,
Hold on, I got a whole. Let me pull up my notes.
You know him, maybe you're about to say this. Him and the guy that plays Pedro both have identical twins.
I didn't
How
know
weird
that.
is that?
I did not know that.
I didn't
know
either.
that.
That's cool.
That is
Weird.
cool.
Wow.
That's a little fun fact for you.
It
Mac
is.
and cheese fun fact.
Mac and cheese fun facts.
All right, what do you got, Scotty? On
John Heater's friends with the director. You know, they grew up together and everything. Like when they were making this movie, the studio was kind of like, they're like, why don't you get like a name or something? Why don't you get like Jake Gyllenhaal or somebody or something? And like,
Can you imagine Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
we're just gonna get our friend John for this. And John Heater is so irreplaceable in this movie.
For sure.
You put because he's embodying it, and you've never seen him before. If you have
Yeah, right,
Jake
yeah.
Gyllenhaal, who's been in like a million freaking movies at this point, trying to be this like nerd, it's just gonna feel so much different than what we got.
That's the best thing about this movie is even, I mean, I don't want to say they got names. They really only got, I guess, 2 names, and they're D-list at best. You know, they had Diedrich Bader, who's been
Rex.
He's Office Space and
You're right. He's
Drew
been
Carey Show.
right, and he's been a
Tell you
big
what,
character.
dude, 2 chicks at the same time.
Oh
man.
yeah.
And of course Tina Majorino, and she was just in like teen movies and stuff. you
Wait,
know? I
she
mean,
was
not-
in Waterworld.
She was in Waterworld.
Yeah, she was the girl
and
in Waterworld.
Karina,
and she was in
I
that
think
as well.
Forgot
about Waterworld.
I've got some things written down as replacements, but before I say that, I share the same sentiment. Like when James and I would do skits and stuff for videos, like you do like the character. I shouldn't say that his name. I have a person that I know that is close to my house.
The Randy guy. That
Randy, yeah. But it's like
say
the
his
dad
name.
shoes
Randy?
and like the typical dad, and it's like, do we need a professional person to pull this off, or
Right.
can we just like have
Clearly
our buddy
not.
like do it or whatever, and it
Clearly
like
not.
lands exactly the way it's supposed to land?
Right.
That being said,
Wait,
Terrence-
you're not gonna remix right now, are you?
I thought we were remixing right now.
Are
We don't
We're
remix
just
until like the
doing
end.
ingredients right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you want,
I don't want you to waste your remix, man,
Oh,
because you
that's fine.
spend a
We
lot
can-
of time on it.
But I agree with the sentiment, especially if you're on like low budget, where it's like it's like Broken Lizard has
Yeah.
the same thing, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we can write, direct, we can produce and get our own money, and then we're also going to act in the thing, and we know each other and we know our mannerisms. We know like
Our buddy Bo
there's
has
something about that.
Our buddy Bo has a thing with this, and it kind of started with, for animation, it kind of started with Aladdin, because prior to Aladdin, they didn't cast big A-listers as voices in animated stuff, right? So it wasn't hard to picture, like, Baloo the bear, who was a famous, like, radio guy, I think, at the time, but it'd be different. Like, if you have a cartoon come out and Tom Cruise is the voice, all you picture in your head the whole movie is Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise,
Right.
yeah.
So if
Morgan
you put
Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. If you put an A-lister in Napoleon Dynamite, you I don't think you can see past that.
you're kind
right?
of pulled out. A
I
little bit.
agree.
Yeah.
I don't think it works. Yeah.
I'm really glad that they didn't.
And John Heder goes on to have a really cool career, I think. I mean, he hasn't done anything in a long time.
I think he does a lot of voice work.
Yeah, he does. And my favorite role of his, which I would love to do a movie, I would love to do a podcast on this movie sometime. I always think it could have worked great as a live action. Spielberg, it's got all the ingredients. If you never saw the animated movie Monster House,
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Monster
brilliant.
House is awesome.
It's so brilliant. And he plays this, like, too old to be a teenager, but too young to be a grown man in this shitty small town.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
Reginald Stilinski.
I plumb forgot all
He's
about
at
that.
he's at the video game thing, and it's so hilarious. He's so funny. He's like shitty to the tween kids in there.
And that's who they go to for advice.
Yeah,
right?
that's who.
Yeah.
Because he knows all the nerd stuff. He's like, what? I'm playing a video game without even looking at the screen. What? It's the same voice, but yeah, it's really funny
Something else I'm really glad that they didn't do is a sequel.
for sure.
Man, I'm glad they didn't do a sequel on this. It's weird because if you have one of those blow ups where it's like this is making money, then all of a sudden you have studio pressure to do it, and then all of a sudden the director is,
Yep.
bag full of coin, man, and thrown at them, and it's never been done. And from hearing, John Heder has commented on it before, and he said that if the sequel's made, it's going to be dark because we're going to do, this is how this would go. Napoleon's life wouldn't go exactly the way you thought it would. And
No.
It would be dark and stuff, and it would just completely cast a shadow on the brilliance that was this movie.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
Do you
I don't
guys
think anyone wants
do you
that.
guys know about the animated series?
I heard about it.
Yeah, they did a Napoleon Dynamite animated.
I had no
series.
idea.
It's pretty funny.
Is it?
Yeah, but it didn't grow the legs that the live action did for what
But
what'd she say?
I think she said we've watched it before. I don't
Oh.
remember. But the
you've seen the whole thing start to back. I didn't know that.
I think that we've probably talked several times in other episodes we've had or whatever. But the you mentioned like the pressure from a studio, or they make a final thing and the studio comes back and wants something different. I think DC's probably guilty of not just letting the director or
Oh,
the
for
creators
sure.
run, and then they feel like they need to have a certain way because of the audience and they want to make money. And I get it's all about money, right? But that's what I'm saying with like maybe with this group of people. Not sure who the director is, but Broken Lizard, like them doing and keeping it all in house on one thing, then it's like you're truly making the thing that you want to make, and how it's received is maybe it's a gamble or whatever. But
Seth
when
Rogen,
you hit.
Seth Rogen said a thing one time, and I think this
Judd
is how,
Apatow's another.
I think this is how I would be. He said, I want to make movies at the time with a budget of like 65 million. He's like, there's this sweet place where
They'll
you're
just
like,
sign the check.
where you're not an
Yeah.
indie movie and they're not checking on you all the time because it's not so
Which
much
is
money.
what A24 is doing right now.
Right.
I think it's 30 million, and they're like, if you can do a movie in 30, we just sign a check. We don't give a shit.
Yep.
It can fail, or it can make us a
Right.
whole $200 million. We don't know.
And I think as time has gone on, like that's how you only really see, like, who the fuck still makes like giant mega like Tom Cruise is the only one still doing that.
Timothy
Like,
Chalamet, Dune 2.
Every movie is like they're trying to make
Mad
it
Blade
make
Runner.
$1 billion
Yeah.
Max.
because they have to make
Mad Max.
'cause part of that is like they don't have the DVD revenue coming in.
Sure.
Like they did
Avatar.
at the time. And so like it all has to be this overseas money.
yeah.
There's definitely.
So it's harder to make this like mid film. And Napoleon Dynamite's not a mid film.
No,
It was $400,000.
it's low,
But like that
yeah.
Judd Apatow $40 million movie, it's easier to get the $250 million movie greenlit than the $40 million at this point.
I think that's why we don't say. I watched a podcast where they were talking about like you don't see, like that
Mid-level.
that Jason Bateman, Melissa McCarthy, identity theft
Yeah,
movie
Identity
that was
Thief.
like
Yeah.
like a 5-7
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
and like it's fine, but like they don't make comedies like that
Yeah.
anymore because it's just not
live
worth.
by IMDb.
And I think also with Napoleon Dynamite,
What I say 5-7
because this
I'm gonna
movie
look it
was
up.
so huge, it gave studios and people with pockets the ability to greenlight like other projects. So we've had
Oh,
other
I got
things that have been
pockets
that
right
tried to be like
It kinda had a
Napoleon
Pulp
Dynamite,
Fiction
kind of these
effect.
other kind of movies that are kind of weird. Or they got and they most of them are not as good at all.
can't see it. What
But I
is
think
it?
a lot.
5-7. Look at that.
Identity Thief
Christ.
5-7.
But like-
We
but like
got a
we've-
problem, man.
It gives you the
Yes.
blueprint for like, hey, this can make a lot of money, and this
Yeah.
is why we'll do it. This is why we'll put a series on this on Prime or whatever, And
I
we
was-
have so many avenues now. Where at the time, Napoleon Dynamite being a feature film is like insane.
Yeah, it
and
is.
like now there's so many avenues. It can be on Pluto, it can be on Tubi, it can be all this stuff. Like there's more ways for this thing to go now. But like for this to be up against like these Jude Law movies that were coming out in 2004 or like whatever the things were, it's like. It's insane.
The other thing that I was trying to think about before today to have this discussion was like usually when like Pulp Fiction comes out, we've never really seen a movie like that, and then you just have copycat.
Knockoffs.
Yeah, right.
Was
yeah.
there ever a Napoleon
It's like
copycat?
Snatch?
I feel like there is. I feel like there's a lot of movies that were kind of trying to be like that.
Probably.
They're like I don't.
I couldn't
I
think
don't-
of one. That's
off
where
the
I
top
was
of my
like,
head.
I don't really remember. I remember it happening, but I don't.
It's
Nacho Libre.
No, well, that's
Same
not the
director.
same director though.
yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
guy.
Also features
That was
Obama.
also. I fucking
I
love
love
Nacho
Nacho
Libre.
Libre.
My
Nacho Libre
kids-
was great.
We watched it a couple weeks
It was
ago.
hilarious.
I've
My
only seen it once.
kids
It's
love
fine.
Nacho Libre.
Jack Black's.
It was funny
Today
as hell.
is
Wholesome,
especially
but-
delicious.
It was.
He's
I mean,
not-
I think he kind of like killed
I don't
the.
love Jack Black either like that.
He kind of like killed the whole indie vibe of it, I guess. But he also was able to carry the character in a way that not a lot of people could have. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Jack Black fan. I dig him.
Just
I like him a
Just
lot. I
Orange
just-
County, man.
I mean,
Sean, pick up the phone. You got to feed him his pills. Did you feed him his pills?
Saving
I like
Silverman's
Orange
probably
County.
one of my favorite
Oh,
Jack
yeah,
Black
that's good
roles.
too.
That was that.
I always tell people for Jack Black, if you want to see
Tenacious
like
D.
his
Oh, hell
acting
yeah.
chops, he's really great in that King Kong Skull Island.
That was
Oh, it was good.
you mean
He's-
the- you
no,
mean
that
the-
was
just
just
King
straight
Kong?
King Kong.
Oh, I thought it was Skull
And
Island.
the-
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
Jack
You're right. I'm
Black
sorry.
King
Yes,
Kong,
yes.
yeah.
He's really good in that. My favorite thing he ever did was, of course, a video game. That video game, Brutal Legend.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
fucking amazing
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but outside of that, take it or leave it
All right.
for me.
Remix the ingredients.
Oh, Ben's been
What do we
waiting.
have for this?
So Sarah and I, this is a lot of Sarah. So if it goes wrong, blame her. So again, we all basically talked about how like if you have an A-lister in here, they would kind of it would take you out of the thing. It would supersede and it would knock out other less than, no offense to them, but like not as accomplished actors. And so we're like, well, who the fuck can replace John Heder? We came up with Timothy Chalamet which he does have a funny side to him. I know
does.
we're like Dune and
Dude,
Bob
that
Dylan and all this.
Is he too good looking?
But apparently there's I haven't seen it personally, but the SNL episode he was on was like pretty funny.
Yeah, where he's like the rapper was
I'm not
really
sure.
hilarious.
And then we had, which I'm like, I'll read this one first. Jonah Hill
As Napoleon.
as Napoleon, and I'm like, yeah, no, in my head, but then I thought about 40-Year-Old Virgin, where he's in the eBay store
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
buy the goldfish.
But I just want
And
them
it's
now.
like,
I'm like,
well,
yeah, I can
well,
see
I
that.
wish it was easy to just give you money. He's like, well, you're making it very hard for me. I just want to get these and fucking go and wear them in my house or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe Jonah Hill could pull that off.
Maybe he could have.
You need to preface all of this with before they're famous, because
Yeah.
Jonah Hill, before he was famous, had that indie charm to him.
Yeah.
And Chalamet, I mean, I don't even remember him coming up, but I
And
remember
then
him in the bigger movies. Yeah, before they're famous, I can totally see it, because that was the catch.
And our last one we had was Michael Cera.
Oh, Michael Cera for sure for me.
Yeah.
And he's, he had Juno, and he, it's hard for me to imagine him, like, gosh, whatever, I don't know.
Maybe they
I
don't
don't
play
know.
it that way though.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the thing. Like because you've seen this movie so many times in Napoleon Dynamite, so I don't think it's as good. But maybe if we don't get that, if Jonah Hill is the character he is from 40-Year-Old Virgin, and that's Napoleon Dynamite, I think that probably still kind of works. Yeah, I could see
But
that.
I think out of all the cast, which I have more, I didn't know if y'all want to talk
Yeah.
about John Heder first, but
What I like the most about John Heder is he looks like a big puppy in the entire movie. He's got like this gangly quality to him, to where he's
Yeah.
just you know,
Awkward.
yeah, still growing into his legs and still acting like a kid, but yet he's older now, and he has this whole immaturity to him that just I don't want to say endeared you to him, but I kind of did, in a weird way.
I
because-
love-
You love all these characters.
Yeah.
You love them all. I love character design so much. Like it's my favorite thing. The character design quality of Napoleon Dynamite that I like about his look is honestly the last thing you look at is his feet. Like the fact that he has
Yeah, the
fucking
moon
snow
boots.
boots on or whatever all the
Those
time.
were
Like
moon
why
boots,
is
weren't
he
they?
wearing? I thought they were snow boots.
I
They're
think
like
they're moon
insulated
boots.
top boots. But
Yeah.
anyway, those fucking shoes, man. Crack me up.
Could you give me a ride into town?
Yeah, it'd be really
And,
nice if you pull me in
and it's
town.
like
on
he's
fucking
just on a bike
rollerblades.
and like pulling him. And
They've
like,
done
Were they
that.
pulling him with a jump rope?
Yes.
They had
he ended
a
up getting,
jump
he ended
rope.
up getting pegs later, I think. He
Yeah.
has like pegs on his bike.
The thing that's another thing with the movie that always like I forget about till I watch it again. But every weird thing they do, however, I don't know how they did this. You as the audience member get the feeling that like they've done this many times
Yeah.
before. Like,
Yeah.
Napoleon has pulled
Yeah.
Kip to town on
Yeah,
the jump
right,
rope
yeah,
several times
yeah.
before. It's such a throwaway saying. Be nice if you pull me into town.
when Napoleon gets the job, and he's like, "Do they have large talons?" And then I was like, boy, I don't know what you're saying. And then we're gonna have some lunch for you. So he's like doing all this stuff with the chickens,
That-
and then like that lunch is so disgusting.
It's
it's
so
pretty bad,
real,
man.
though.
It is, dude.
It is.
You've been out
Because-
hauling hay all day.
yes.
They
Well,
bring out the
then
plate.
they smash cut to him like, I made $6. $6?
no.
I don't have my
$1
checkbook.
an hour.
It's change. I have to pay in change.
Hopes I can pay in change. What is the drink? What is the?
Oh,
it's-
is it egg yolks?
It's like orange.
It looks like orange juice that he
almost
put an
like.
egg in.
It's like Tang, I guess.
I
I
don't
don't,
know. That's
know.
all-
I'm glad Joel didn't make
that's
that.
gross, dude.
Yeah,
Jeez.
no,
That's gross.
You know,
Yeah,
it was
it's great.
it was
It-
way.
that part always makes me gaggy. I read. I don't know if you have this in there, but I read that that was part of the trailer. The cow shooting
yeah.
scene that really happened, I guess, to the director. Like in his childhood, that happened.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
from what our old boss told me he was Mormon. This is all filmed in like Mormon country.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, but the cow shooting scene was like really true. I have I told Ben this story. I'll tell like really small, but the bus stop for our house growing up, the bus stop for our little school, there was one right in front of my house, like from me to the edge of the room. and I'm driving to school. I'm 16 or whatever. I'm trying to start my car one day. It won't start. The neighbor walks over. Unbeknownst to me, he sprays ether in the fuel injection.
Oh no!
It's when I try to start it, a fireball shoots out
Yes.
right as the bus is pulling up. So now my car's on fire. I run inside to my mom, who's standing in her house coat, and I'm like, Mom, my car's on fire. And she goes, oh, shit, and throws me 2 cookie sheets. I don't know why. So I'm out there. The bus is parked. My car's on fire, and I'm just clang, clang, clang. Anyway.
And then
Fucking
everyone
stupid.
told you at school how
Yeah.
dumb you look.
Yeah, wiring harness mounted.
The funniest
Melted.
part about the whole chicken coop thing,
Yeah.
whatever they're there, they had Lyle there, and apparently that guy was just around. I mean, he was
Yeah.
just around the town. Whenever they
Weird
cut
ass
to that
face.
scene where he's like, over there in that pig pen, I found me Shoshone arrowheads.
Yeah, yeah.
That was unscripted.
Yeah.
The cameras were still rolling, and Kyle's just and Lyle's just talking. So that was
I
that
didn't know
wasn't
that,
dude.
dude.
that
Wild.
wasn't scripted. Homeboy was just shooting the shit in the middle of front up Shoshone
It's like
arrowheads.
Steve at Old Town, man.
The guy that caught my car on fire was just like Lyle. His name was Ira Berry. Same deal, man.
Once again, small town.
Yep.
There's one in every small town.
He wore overalls every
There's
day.
normally multiple of them because they never die.
Steve, yeah.
You know.
Before this movie got picked up at Sundance, they have to have the movie. They're showing it, and they're showing it to people in the Utah area where they shot it, and Jared Hess's family was like, "You put a lot of autobiographical stuff in there. It's gonna embarrass us." And then the whole town saw it and was like, "Good luck with that." And then it becomes this huge sensation.
Didn't they have a festival in the town for years afterwards?
I don't know.
From 04
Maybe, yeah.
to 08, I think there was a Napoleon Dynamite day, and they had tater tot eating contests, weird shit that applied to the movie. Look that up, but
I mean that house in Idaho still exists. I mean it's there. I mean they go and you can go and drive up and see it and see where Tina
Next
ate
time
her
you're in
tuna
Idaho.
casserole and stuff.
Yeah.
And
for
it's
whatever
beautiful
reason,
country.
Idaho is pretty.
I stayed there in Idaho whenever we went to Yellowstone, but we were on the pretty Teton side. But if you go an hour west of that, then you're in Napoleon.
Yeah.
Right, irrigation
mountains.
/ desert, and that's what the place is. But it's an awesome place.
I had a replacement for Pedro, and I had a replacement for Uncle Rico.
Oh shit!
So Pedro, I had Michael Pena.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude can do anything.
Funny,
He was,
just funny guy.
And,
He's funny as hell, man.
dude.
I
He was
like
so,
him.
and he's a really good dramatic actor. If you ever
Yeah.
saw End of Watch,
End of Watch,
incredible.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he's so funny as whatever his character's name was in Ant-Man.
And,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
also in
Observe and
He was like
Report.
the
He's also
narr-
in
Observe and
Shooter.
Report's good.
Shooter.
Oh,
with
Shooter,
Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg.
What'd you
And
say,
then-
Sarah?
Eastbound and Down.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And
That's a
then
great
for
show.
Uncle Rico, I was like, man, I don't know. Sarah and I kind of both, really her. I was like, well, we landed on fucking Matthew McConaughey. And so hear me out. So when I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, Rico, who could replace that? In my head, I'm doing the football in
Yeah,
the camera, right? But during the whole movie, what is he doing? He's selling fucking Tupperware and shit. And so, I can imagine him being like, so, hey, babe, you going to buy this 25-piece Tupperware or whatever? Or when he's rolling up in the van, yelling at the pony, I don't know, man. I think he could be a good.
I think he could,
And then-
just because he's such a good. He's so
And Sarah,
handsome.
Sarah brought it
though.
up, if you take Dazed and Confused and, Woodard and, fast forward him 20 years, he didn't really do anything with his life or whatever.
Well,
He's the same.
He can dial that back because in Dallas Buyers Club,
Oh, yeah.
he's he goes from being this, pretty rodeo guy to eating up with life, and,
I know what you're saying.
And
so
in
he
Bernie,
can-
he's like a loser. He's the villain in
In
that
what?
movie. In Bernie,
Hey!
Little
dogs.
dog fight. Pause for
I'd say
dog
we can
fight.
edit that out, but we probably can't.
I love in the Sinners podcast. There's 3 times where you're like, we'll cut that out. It's not at all.
It's
It didn't
stayed.
work at all.
Yeah, the
It's
audio, I
a-
did, yeah, but
Yeah. Also, McConaughey. What was the show that came out with him and Woody Harrelson?
True Detective.
True Detective. He had that dialed back kind of rustic kind of.
I agree. He's so good looking.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that Rico's not that attractive, but God, he's such a funny character, man.
Mm-hmm. No, he's
When he hits him
wonderful.
in the face with that steak, that was real.
it was
took
real.
4 tries.
Yeah.
They didn't have a whole lot of film stock for this movie, so they were doing stuff on they had 3 takes for stuff.
Yep.
So when Napoleon's climbing up the fence and then falling down. Like
Oh
all
my
that's like,
God.
you know.
Dude, I literally was like, I didn't know if he did it on purpose or not, because like he goes up and like we've all jumped fences. Dude, he like lands on his arms and like his whole body. I'm like, dude, does he have a broken arm?
That's
right
a broken
now?
collarbone.
Like
right
it was
there all day
brutal,
long.
man.
Just the whole like him going out there to feed a llama ham is so fucking stupid.
Tina, come get some dinner.
Eat some dinner,
Tina.
God. So stupid, dude.
And like how like his guardian
Yeah.
or whatever just left.
Oh, she's like,
They just left. Like I don't know. Like I don't know how many days when y'all were kids
I don't know.
that your parents just weren't there. And
Yeah,
then-
it just
I don't
took
know,
off.
man. Well, I know not Scotty, but for everybody else.
Yeah.
But
You made Scotty think for a second. He's like,
he's like, no, my dad was definitely taking me opening
my
night.
grandma was taking care of me. Or my sister was taking care of me. Or some adult. It wasn't like some random uncle. We really don't even know who it is coming in.
So here's the unknown thing and something that was never addressed in the entire movie. What happened to Napoleon and Kip's parents?
Don't know.
Not
It's
addressed
mentioned.
whatsoever.
It's not mentioned at all.
I kind of
And-
like that.
Yeah,
They just live with their
it's kinda
grandma.
like, yeah.
I don't want some
nothing-
backstory, and that's why he's doing the
No.
dancing or whatever. It's like,
That's- they didn't try to get too serious with this thing. They set a universe and then they just lived in it.
I love
And
that.
That's the best part.
I love that in the course of like, you know, the movie starts and then he comes home, you know, just the whole dialogue of like, why don't you stay home and eat all the freaking chips, Kip? Because he's hungry. And she's like, knock it off, Napoleon.
Yeah.
She's like, we're running low on steak. I got Lyle coming over tomorrow to take care of it, which means all they eat is steak. That's all they ever eat. There's no accoutrement to that. It's fucking steak. There's no vegetable, nothing.
And various applications of tortillas and cheese, whether
Right.
it's nachos or quesadillas.
And she sends a
Make
guy
yourself a dang
to
quesadilla.
kill and slaughter a cow because they're running low. It's so funny to me, man. I got him coming over to take care of it, which means he's coming to kill a damn cow tomorrow.
And that's right in front of the school
Yeah,
bus.
right
There
in
you
front
go.
of the school bus.
That was beautiful.
we can't get the fun pack. What do you think? Money grows around trees in this family?
Put it back.
Those freaking flea markets like that were just shits piled on shelves. That existed too.
Where he's getting, like, the
you
Raphael's
yes
thing,
the
like
fucking
Psy,
Psy,
yeah.
yeah. You never, and those actually existed. They always had ancient, outdated technology mixed with just bullshit.
Yep.
Whether it's like tapes or toys or
You're trying to talk your mom into buying you an Atari 2600.
right,
It's
a tape
2004.
measure.
What? And Rico's so like gross and creepy. Even at the flea market, the first thing he throws up there is like extra absorbent toilet paper, and he makes a comment like, "We're going to make sure we get some of that," or something.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why are you talking to this teenage girl about
Always summer.
shit tickets, man? Yeah,
That's
Shit
gross.
tickets. I've even
Shit
heard that
tickets.
term before.
that's my brother. Shout out my brother Shane.
And when he's like doing, Uncle Rico's doing like the Tupperware thing, and he's being embarrassing, but then he's doing like the bust must thing. It's just like, what
Oh,
are you
right.
doing, Uncle Rico?
Yeah, he's just
he
a
studied up
scammer.
on the new product, and that's what it is.
He's just a scammer, dude.
It's just he's
Dude, he like runs it over. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it
my
just
God.
cracks my
He just
ass.
drives
up.
away.
Like,
Yeah, that shit.
he just drives off.
Yeah.
He just drives off.
He's like on the Tupperware on the demo. He's like, "See, can you rip it? Can you rip it?" And the guy's like, "I can't."
that whole scene.
Well, but then they get like the pirate
piece
ship.
of
That's
shit.
like the bonus prize or whatever. It was like this pirate
want
ship.
that
or
Yeah,
shit.
whatever.
I want that.
I want that.
The guy's really
you look
trying
like a
to
strong
rip it.
young pup. Give that a tug.
He's really
so
trying,
bad.
like.
God dang it,
I
dude.
can't. And you get the impression that Uncle Rico is like jamming these ladies out. I guess that's what's happening, right? Like, I don't know, but
Maybe you saw that
Yeah.
with
Hey.
that girl's mom a little bit,
Right, right.
And it's kind of like she's kind of feeding into it.
She's
and-
making him go to
right.
making her go to the dance with Napoleon.
Yeah,
He's
I was
like,
gonna say,
it took
you're
me like
gonna go
3
to
hours
dance
to do
that
the
boy.
shading on your upper lip.
And then, well, you get the slight tarnish on Uncle Rico's character later on when he has the bust thing and then stops by that girl's house.
Yeah, yeah.
Starla?
No, not
No,
Starla.
Oh, like our girl,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name?
What's her name?
Deb.
Deb. There you go. Stop by Deb's
Yeah.
house. And
The
she's
weird
like, Uncle
ponytail.
Rico? And you're
Yeah.
kind of like, ooh, you know, and it's,
It's that same thing in like Juno. Like, you like Bateman's character, and then there's like that weird scene with him and Juno in the basement
Yeah.
where he's kind of
yeah.
like creepy to her.
Yeah.
yeah. But you kind of thought in the entirety of Juno that there was
Yeah, he's a little off, right? Like
Right.
Rico's a little off.
right.
But then they do like a creepy thing, and it's like I just wanted him to be a little off, not like a full ass creep.
Yeah, but they never went overboard with it.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
Kinda, but it was you don't know whether this is a sales pitch or this is who this guy is, and it's kind of also where it keeps it light, to where it's kind of like this guy's still got a little creepy quality to him, but you never see anything more than just a sales
Right.
pitch,
But he gets his comeuppance when
Yeah,
Rex Kwon Do comes
beats
home.
his ass.
Oh, dude, that was
Starla.
that was hilarious. And then the girl comes home at the end.
Which is Kip's wife in real life.
Is it seriously?
Yeah, the chick that rides up at
Did
the
not
end. That's
know that.
Oh, really?
Rico's girlfriend. Kip's wife in real life.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway, I think from everything that I read, Kip was like one of the more serious, like accomplished. But I don't. Obviously, he wasn't like a big name, but like he had done more
Dude,
stuff.
like Kip in
Done
that
some
movie.
summer stock.
He's my favorite out of that whole movie, man. Like,
Kip's my
hands
favorite,
down,
too.
dude.
He has the greatest
And then
character
they're doing, like,
development ever.
I bought a time machine on Amazon or whatever it was. And
Easy. I've already looked into it for myself.
But Napoleon's one trying it out, but Kip's just like, as he's like getting electrocuted, he's just
Yeah.
like, yes.
Yeah, he just leaves it on for a while. Like, what a fucker.
He's kind of got that Beavis like yeah kind of thing.
I loved too that like you can tell Kip and Napoleon are siblings, but they're not the exact same character.
No.
Like they have
They're not.
qualities.
They
that are
remind me
similar, but-
of my sister and I. Like, I'd come home and like we only have like every 2 weeks we get like Little Debbie's paycheck or whatever, and my sister would fucking eat them all or whatever. I come home from school like thinking about it, and she would be on like Messenger or whatever. What was the chat?
IM.
It's whatever. The
ICQ?
AOL, whatever.
ICQ.
ICQ.
And,
Messenger.
On chat, and I would just go and just like fucking punch her in the fucking arm, like just like you like the last Little Debbie, like my mom's, like
Such a piece
we're
of
not
shit.
getting any more. Anyway, yeah, but at the same time, like standing up for her, or
Sure,
whatever.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was neat seeing Kip's evolution in that because he was actually whenever you had Napoleon earlier on, he's like, oh yeah, this is my girlfriend from Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
I took her for some beauty shots and
She
stuff.
can't be
and
at the dance because she's got a modeling shoot in Fiji.
Yeah.
When he
But-
grabs that big ass picture and unfolds it, he's like, "You tell me." Like everybody had a conversation with a kid
yourself.
like that. It's like your girlfriend's in Canada. This is a glamour shot, though. Okay.
Yeah, but then you had Kip, who's telling all this to Uncle Rico. He's like, yeah, we're getting some money to bring my girlfriend out. And it's like, homeboy actually had a girlfriend, and it
Yeah.
was a real
Yeah,
thing, and he
yeah,
brought her
yeah.
out.
And he gets out. He gets out of the town.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he's
When he's talking to Rico and he's like, "I'm just getting a little peeved off because she hasn't even sent me like a full body
the
shot."
full body shot was a thing in 04.
it was, yeah.
Like everyone takes for granted now, like we can get all these photos like instantly now.
Right,
You
right.
had to download something for like 5 minutes to get some JPEG. that was
Yeah.
on POS.
Some pixelated JPEG.
Oh, bro.
Kip made it out the very end though, man. He got hitched at the very end, and that was that. Did anyone watch that scene like at the post credits kind of?
Yeah.
It was hilarious because you got the LaFonda's family, and then you got her older brother who's just like embarrassed the entire time, and it was great.
The
I
freaking
just love that-
tether ball at the end.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. The whole movie is like maybe you didn't tow someone into town on your bike, but like we're all aware of it.
Sure.
Like tetherball is kind of the same.
You-
It's like
you knew-
maybe you did or didn't play tetherball, but like, it's just
You knew
somewhere
a kid that did every recess.
and like, but the whole movie encapsulates like that thing. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
we
the
never
weird
we
kid
never
was
towed
preppy
anybody on the
kids,
bikes,
the-
but I have ridden on the back of someone's pegs before, and
for
like
that,
driven,
yeah.
way easier.
Yeah, way easier.
I used to ride with
They're like, let me get on your handlebars.
both my brothers on my bike and me pedaling. One on the pegs and one on the handlebars. We used to ride around three
Yep.
on one bike.
one bike.
Yeah,
I think
it happens.
everybody. I think the reason this movie like stuck with us is everybody knew the weird kid or whatever, but there was never like I can't think of a moment in my childhood where like the weird kid saved the day. Like
No.
the ending for the weird kid was always not great.
Never great. You
Right.
never heard from them again after
Right.
you graduated.
Right, and they get to a point where it just kind of breaks them
Here
down.
I am, baby.
But Which, like you were saying, if there was a sequel to this, it probably would be kind of dark because Napoleon Dynamite's life doesn't turn out. But at the end of this story, he saves the day, and it's cool.
We had someone like that, and I feel good telling this story because I don't think this dude exists anymore. But there was this guy I remember in grade school that was kind of like the Napoleon of his day. You know, went through high school because I remember my parents saying, "Oh yeah, I remember this dude." But then he was in like his early 30s, and every time he walked by the schoolyard, we would be like making fun of him because his nickname was Boofer, which I don't know where the hell that came from, but it was like Boofer. He was like, "Shut up," you know, and just walking by, and it was that. I guess that was grown up Napoleon, you know, or the Napoleon that we had in the small town. But it never ends up good. It's always dark, and it never goes well.
Yeah.
Top 5. What is our top 5?
Hell yeah.
We do. We did.
It was
something
Joel-
Show
different.
and tell.
Yeah, we did.
Top 5 show and tell. It can be
Whatever that
5
means.
movies of whatever we want to talk about.
That's related somehow loosely to the movie itself.
Okay.
So, what's your top 5 topic?
So I had 2 just in case, but the one I'm going with, I went with low budget. As Napoleon Dynamite was $400,000 on a budget. So I will go in order of highest budget to lowest budget and like what their gross was.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So my number 5 was Lost in Translation, which had a $4 million budget and grossed $118 million.
Wow.
I gotta watch that again.
Uh,
I remember seeing it, and not giving a shit about it. But maybe I was too
my
young.
number 4, man, it's good, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
it's very,
holds
like-
up.
It was Murray and Scarlett Johansson, right?
Mhm.
yeah, and I know I'm all like, oh, Japan, I get it. Y'all know how I am. But even outside of that, if you step out of that and just go in with an open mind and just taking in, it's very visual and audio of just kind of people watching.
I don't
and
even
then there's
remember
a
the
story
premise
on
of
the
it,
side
but
of that.
Yeah.
Kind of a deal. Sophia Coppola, yeah, I get it. I don't know, man. Anyway, soundtrack's good. Number 4, I had Rocky, the original.
Oh shit.
That had a $1.1 million budget
Wow.
and grossed $225 million
Wow.
worldwide.
Holy cow!
And that guy was a porn star before that. And he sold his dog or some shit and got him back.
You went back and bought him. Yeah. The dog from the movie. That's a truth.
And then number 3, the original Halloween, had a $350,000 budget and grossed $70 million worldwide.
Wow.
Plus 25 movies later.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and no
50 years
telling
later.
how much it grossed.
And it gave us Jamie Lee
VHS
Curtis,
wise,
thank
because
God.
VHS, DVD.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know she's old. All you guys see this old lady now, but
Nah.
No,
go
no,
watch.
no,
Go watch
we're
True
all-
Lies. Not you guys. I mean
Yeah.
the audience, maybe.
And then I've got
The audience is over 50. And no one under 30 is watching this.
number 2 is Clerks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this $28,000 budget,
On credit cards.
$28,000.
On credit cards.
4.4 million gross.
Jesus.
For every guy like Kevin Smith who made the movie and became a success
No,
by
there's
maxing
one-
out all these credit cards, there's a bunch of directors that did that and did not have the same
Yep.
success.
Correct.
Number 1 that takes the cake for all of it, Paranormal Activity.
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yeah.
$15,000 budget,
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
$194 million.
Damn.
gross.
Damn.
Amazing.
That
Yeah.
movie scared the shit.
15,000
Yeah.
fucking dollars.
I
dude.
wonder what the Blair Witch Project. I figured that was.
So
That's-
Blair's up on there. I don't have it written down. Mad Max was on there. Monty Python was on there, and Juno was on there.
Cool.
As
Fun
like-
fact
as
about Monty
runner-ups.
Python: they raised money for that flick by rock bands. George Harrison from the Beatles and like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and all those guys were the ones giving them money.
That's cool.
For that. And the end of Monty Python happened because they flat ran out of money. That's why the ending of Holy Grail ended like that. It's because like, we're out of money. Let's just get arrested. All right, done. And that's the way that worked out. My top 5 list is top 5 small town movies. And whenever I was going through this, I was going through it with my wife, and we came up with like 19,000 small town
Yeah,
movies, and they were all
yeah.
good.
Tremors.
And that was.
God.
I'll give
Perfection.
a
Say
I'll
it.
give a shout out to Tremors. It didn't make my top 5 list.
It's okay.
But my last one I would say is Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
And that was we got Wooderson right over there. I know he's off
Wooderson,
camera and all,
yeah.
but that's really cool. And then I had Super 8, which
Oh, I
was
love Super
Super
8.
8's a
Super 8.
great
Man,
flick.
I don't know.
Loved
Sarah and I
it.
watched it. Something missed us on that one.
Yeah,
Real excited. Saw a trailer. I was like, this is some ET shit. you have like this, like I don't know. We watched it.
I really.
I'm
loved
not going
it.
to sit here
It
and be
might
like
be
I
a
hated the
rewatch
movie
though,
because
it's
but
one of, it had a special quality to him,
maybe I'll
like
give
Napoleon
it, I'll
Dynamite
give it
did. But
another.
once you absorb into what was going on, then it
And I wanted, dude. I'm telling you, I saw a trailer.
plays
I
out.
wanted to be like, dude, this is
I
going to be
liked
the
it
movie.
better the more I saw it.
Me
'cause
too,
I've seen
me
it more
too.
than once, and the first time you're kind of like not quite all the way getting it, and then it starts coming together later. My next one is Stand By Me.
Great movie.
You love that movie.
Oh,
Joel.
dude, I
you
love
brought that up a bunch of times.
I'm a big Stephen King fan.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and the casting was great and
Gunslinger.
it is wonderful. Another one that I mentioned a lot is What's Eating Gilbert Grape,
Great
which
movie.
Yeah.
which once again encapsulates small towns just as well as Napoleon Dynamite
Yep.
does. And my number one with a fucking bullet, and I will recommend this to anyone who hasn't seen it.
Careful
is
with
3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Great
If
movie.
you have not seen that,
Wait,
watch
what?
it. 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
I've never even heard of
Meryl Streep,
It's
right?
no,
McDormand.
it's
Frances
McDormand.
McDormand.
Frances
you're right.
McDormand from Fargo.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it. Woody Harrelson's also in it.
Is that
I thought it was Sam Rockwell. Is Woody Harrelson in it?
Sam
too?
Rockwell's all yeah. Woody Harrelson plays the sheriff.
this woman's daughter is missing or murdered,
Yeah, she gets murdered,
and the cops aren't
And-
solving it.
and it's just about her.
She buys
going
these
through
3
it.
billboards and puts them up to
And
just like
it's
pressure.
about the fallout that
fucking good.
happens after that. It's fucking great.
It is
If
really
you have
good.
not seen 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, watch it. It's incredible.
It is really good.
Really good. That's my top 5.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did top 5 weird uncles. Come on, Costa Rico.
You name your own. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I named my own uncle. No, so Uncle Buck from
Yeah.
Uncle Buck,
Yeah.
Boo.
Uncle Fester from Adam's Family.
Yeah.
You can't boo John Candy. Don't boo John Candy.
No. I don't think
Buck's a
he's
cool
weird
dude.
and deserves to be on
Yeah.
the weird uncle list. I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
And he was a great uncle.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're threatening like high school kids,
I think
with a
that's
hatchet,
great.
It is great. It's just
There's like a ritual killing.
Anyway.
Uncle Owen from Star Wars, the moisture farmer.
Yeah, he was kind of creepy, wasn't he?
was
He ended up crispy at the end.
Yeah,
though.
just weird.
He just
and-
was what? He was just kind of a
I
dick.
don't know, man.
Yeah, I
He
don't
just
know,
didn't
man.
want his
Throw your back out with that reach, man. I don't know. Man.
And then Uncle Frank from Home Alone.
Uncle Frank is a dick.
Yeah.
was a dick.
Yeah.
Just weird,
Yeah.
just like off. I don't know.
I get
just
that. I
like
get that, man.
A movie where you remember the uncle from
I'm
the
trying
movie.
to think. I'm trying to think.
He
of
was
another.
the ultimate scab, man, because he was like leeching on to everything his brother did.
Oh, he's such a
and-
piece of shit.
And he was a
Stealing the
champagne,
salt and pepper shakers or something, right?
all that kind of stuff.
Is that
yeah.
real
That
crystal?
sounds like me and
Put
Sarah.
him in. Put him in. Put him in.
Well,
Bro, we
Fill it
have
up.
2 Texas Roadhouse knives. We have 2 P2
Yeah, but you
fucking
left with them
mason
by
glasses.
accident, right?
No, we definitely by design stole them.
Well,
P2, dude, like the nice mason glasses that have the handle on them.
you'll
or
make
whatever.
someone's
Yeah,
weird
man.
uncle.
Anyway,
All right, my top 5. Got top 5 perms in film.
Oh,
wow.
shit!
And
here comes Jules from Pulp Fiction.
when you
Here it
look at
comes.
this,
Better be.
like some of this on this list, like I wasn't even aware it was a perm. It's just like that's why it looks so good.
I gotta hear this.
So number 5 is Cher and Moonstruck.
Oh wow, yeah,
she looks gorgeous.
That perm's
Dynamite.
huge too, though. It's
Yeah.
like wow.
she was so pretty.
Top 5 perms in movies. Sharon Moonstruck.
Number 4 is Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. That's a perm. She's
That is
got
a perm, isn't it?
She's
Yeah.
so pretty in that movie. God Almighty.
star-making role. Number 3, Meg Ryan when Harry Met Sally. That's a perm.
Oh,
Oh,
I've
seriously?
I've read a bunch of articles saying that's a perm.
All right then.
I got
I
number
remember
two-
it being curly, but I didn't remember it being permy.
Number 2, American Hustle with Bradley Cooper.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I don't think I
I
saw.
only
that.
saw it once, man, but it was good.
Wasn't that about the porn industry?
No, that's Boogie
No
Nights.
drugs.
Yeah.
I never saw American Hustle.
American Hustle's great. I mean, I loved
American
it.
You
Hustle's
should watch it.
it's
It's,
a
it's
great
pretty
flick.
good, man.
And number 1, John Heater, Napoleon Dynamite. They did a perm for him, and like he didn't wash his hair for 23 days for the shoot because they didn't know if it was going to be falling out or
That's
not.
funny.
And they didn't have the money for it. They said it smelled awful. Just
yeah.
like
Shit.
everything, just like trying to keep that together for the whole shoot.
Bro, I'll fucking throw a couple out at you. Perm watch. 1, Jules.
Yeah, Jules from
Pulp Fiction. 2, I would say,
Coming to America.
Who's
Or there's
who's,
there's Soul Glow. Yeah, there is
Yeah.
Daryl from Coming to America.
Who's the guy-
Sexual chocolate.
who's the guy in NWA that died?
Easy E.
Easy E
Mhm.
in the movie NWA,
Mm-hmm.
which I know is not actually easy, but like that's a perm dog.
Okay.
That boy good. That boy good.
That boy good.
Shit, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's a good
Oh, and
There's a few
also
there.
Legally Blonde, Linda Cardellini, the perm. It's like what?
Which
Wow.
which one?
It's
Legally Blonde.
Yeah,
Linda
because
Cardellini.
she has the perm. That's like what she gets caught with the murder. Because like, oh, don't you know about perm maintenance and like everything else? Like you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
wash your
Coming to
hair. Like
America too.
Soul Glow.
Come on, Scotty.
Soul
Come on,
Glow.
That's
man.
good. I thought it was a good list.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great list. I'd have never chose that topic in a million years.
No,
That
I wouldn't either. That was actually
great show and tell, gentlemen. Great,
Yeah,
great
I
show,
like that
great
one,
show
man.
and
That
tell.
was once I understood it.
Yeah,
It took me
yeah.
a minute. I'm also a little slow. So,
doggy bag. What are you taking home from Napoleon Dynamite?
Dude, it's a great fucking
Yeah,
comedy.
it is
I mean,
a great comedy.
it's one of my all time favorite comedies. It's not traditional. It's not like a normal comedy. It's kind of dry, which I would love dry humor. Dry humor just resonates with me and carries with me a lot longer than like another goofy comedy like Dumb and Dumber. It's something that I would go to.
Groundhog Day or something.
Right?
that's
Yeah,
dry,
that's dry, dark, and
What
and
About
also
Bob?
like What About Bob? I just like that dry kind of almost dark humor in a way, but it's just goofy and it's just fun. It's a lot of fun, but it is one of those that I like showing people to, because like I introduced this to my girls and didn't really watched it before, and now they're all quoting fucking Napoleon Dynamite, and it's good, man. It's just a fun flick.
I think everything Joel just said, I mean, he really encapsulated that, but also the going back to the like we've all dabbled in things or whatever, but you actually could make a movie if you wanted to make a movie. It's not out of reach today. It's not with money, technology, writing, the friends casting them into that, and just making your own thing, and not having to have the back of a giant studio or something telling you what it needs to be or doesn't need to be. That the fact that even exists still, or can exist in the future or whatever. I don't know. I guess that's mine.
And it's fun seeing those small budget indie flicks just blow up. It's really cool every time it happens, and it's one of the things that that's cool about being a movie fan is whenever that kind of stuff happens.
We have we had a group. I mean, this is almost 20 years. Nah, not quite. 15 years ago. Wild in the Streets. It's our buddies. They filmed half of it. It's all in Wichita Falls. It's about like rollerbladers in Wichita Falls or whatever, and it's all dumb. But it's like, Thomas is in it. James is his favorite person ever. And then we've got a lot of like family friends we've had for like a long time. They're all in this, and they all work for like ad agencies and things now at this point, just shooting movies and stuff like that. But they made it when they were like teenagers on no money or whatever, and nothing happened with it. They might have won an award, I think, but I don't know. You can do it, I guess. It's attainable. I don't know. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah. Some of that, all of that, I don't know. Watch it with your friends. That's my doggy bag for this movie. Like, if you're a fan of Napoleon Dynamite, or maybe you've never seen it, either case, it's true. Like, don't watch it by yourself. It's not going to have the same effect. Like, either watch it with some people that have seen it,
Yeah, I'd agree.
Or
that's important.
watch it with, if you're going to watch it, and show it to some people that haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why it's funnier, but it is.
It's one of the most absolutely quotable movies ever.
Yeah.
I mean, even like in the Rex Kwon Do things, grab my arm, the other arm. No, the other arm.
My
I mean,
other
just-
arm.
There's not any wasted lines in this thing. 'cause
No, there's no
all-
filler. There's no
they're
filler in this movie at all.
They're all killer.
That
Every
was
one
one
of
of
them.
that was one of the.
Although Superbad is probably the most quotable.
He did an
It's up
interview.
there.
He did an interview about the role for Napoleon Dynamite, the guy that played Rex, and he was like, He's like, I did that role. I don't know how they got him. He's like, I had never seen it. I just did this dumb voice or whatever. It was like later after it had blown up, people were like quoting. He was like, did this movie like do well? Like he was totally oblivious to how successful it was.
Also,
He's like,
his
it's probably the
car-
most famous thing I've ever
His
done.
car when he drives up, like when
Yeah, it's
Rico's
like a
with-
little shitty.
I don't know what it is. It's badass. It's like
Yeah.
it's not an El Camino,
Yeah.
but it's like a
It looked like
car
one of those
truck,
like
Back to the
small
Future or
Toyota
something.
trucks. or
Yeah,
something.
man,
It's like
yeah.
it's like one
Like
of those
a-
like you know how they used to have like the Ford Rangers or the S10s or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like. It looked like
Which Toyota is
an
coming out with a new
Asian, whether it's Korean or Japanese version
small
of that.
truck.
Right.
really?
That's brand new.
Yeah.
Amazon supposedly, this has nothing to do with the movie, but Amazon supposedly releasing a truck called the Slate, like Blink Slate. It's just a gray truck, and it's
Yeah, man.
really cheap.
I've been saying that for a fucking decade. Why can't we roll up windows, just stock everything?
That's what it.
Get that
the reason
cost
it's
down.
called Slate is it's like customizable. Like you can move stuff around on the truck that you want. I don't know.
Anyway,
Look it up.
anyway.
All right, Napoleon Dynamite. It's Coca-Cola, the real thing. We've had so many awkward movies and TV shows that have come out since in these last like 20 years. So studios will bankroll it because they know Napoleon Dynamite made all this money. Most of these shows and stuff have failed. A lot of times you watch them and you're like, I can't even get into this. But Napoleon Dynamite, like even 20 years later, I mean, I hadn't seen this movie cover to cover in maybe 15 years. And I was like, this is so damn good. Like I can see, and it just lasts. It's like timeless now. So yeah, incredible.
It's got to be. It's the handmade quality of it, right? Like the guy loved it.
Yep.
It's about it's sinners a little bit, right? Like the Ryan Coogler is
Settle
already
down.
super successful, making all the money, but the thing that
Yeah.
he's going to be most famous for is this thing that he handmade that's about him. Mm-hmm. I think that's why it lasts so long. Because yeah, it didn't age bad at all.
Well, so wrap up our mac and cheese episode on Napoleon Dynamite. If you like this episode, you can check us out and like and subscribe wherever you get your fresh podcasts. Check us out on YouTube as well. Vote for Mac and Cheese Movies, and all your wildest dreams will come true. Mac and Cheese out.